back with Bobby and JJ Radio. I'm Sarah, and Bobby and I are very excited to talk all about food today, which is my personal favorite subject. Our first guest is Ryan Salts, the director of Break Fast and Launch and the director of outreach and engagement at Cafe Commerce. Ryan is from San Antonio, for the most part, studied at St. Mary's. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here as well. What is Cafe Commerce, first off? I've seen a lot in San Antonio about that, but I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Yeah, so Cafe Commerce is a private-public partnership between the city of San Antonio and an organization called Lift Fund.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, so Lift Fund's a micro-lending organization. The city of San Antonio is the city of San Antonio.
Right.
But they came together and they decided, after much study, that there was really no direction for entrepreneurs in San Antonio. A lot of resources, but nothing that really guided them to what that next step was, kind of helped them through the process, figure out what resources were applicable to them. Okay. And so Cafe Commerce's mission is to really provide that information, a personalized approach to entrepreneurship through programs, events, networking, all sorts of other tailored things, and we're located at the public library in downtown.
That's great. So you're kind of giving practical advice to people who are trying to get on their feet as business owners? Is that?
Yeah, exactly. So we're providing everything from one-on-one business counseling, and again, there's no fee to this. I didn't say it before, but I'm gonna say it now. So
okay.
There's no fee to it. You get one-on-one mentorship, or you can get go to specific events that are tailored to you. We put out an events calendar pretty consistently. We have tailored programs such as the Break Fast and Launch program. We're doing all sorts of other things. We're looking at doing a youth program, a couple other things as well. So it's about accessibility to entrepreneurship.
What is the Break Fast and Launch program?
So Break Fast and Launch is a culinary business accelerator, and I want to harp on business accelerator. So nobody learns how to cook in this program. It's how to actually do the business elements of running culinary. I like to say that a lot of people in culinary tend to be a little bit more artistic, and with that, there's this kind of concept of integrity and holding true to what you do and everything like that, and that's great. However, it doesn't always fall in line with actually selling your business or selling yourself or any of the things that are kind of the gotcha moments, like, hey, you got to pay insurance on the office you rent, or the handful of other things kind of along those lines, accounting, marketing, things like that.
Just the nuts and bolts of actually having
exactly.
a business.
It's business.
Yeah.
How many people have gone through the program?
So at this point, we've had about 34 people go through. We've done 4 cohorts at this point. Everything from food and beverage, so food truck, restaurant, catering, to coffee shop, brewery, distillery. We've had some food tech and some consumer packaged goods. So from black garlic to cakes to kind of everything in between. And we kind of custom tailor that, do it at a very mentorship driven level with some technology influenced methods to make it happen.
Did you start this?
So the original concept just came from us as Cafe Commerce noticing the demand and the need for people, especially starting in culinary, and the consistent high failure rate of this industry. We decided that there really isn't a program that puts all this together and helps people in that industry, so we wanted to make it.
That's
cool.
I've never heard of anything like this. Is there anything like this in around the nation?
No. So we lay claim to, or I like to lay claim to, first culinary business accelerator in the nation. There are a couple things that are focused on, like technology for food, or an accelerator program for consumer packaged goods, but nothing at such a broad level like we do, and nothing at the mentorship driven approach that we have it at.
Do you accept participants from outside San Antonio, or is it just San Antonio?
So currently we're open to anybody that wants to participate. However, you have to make it to San Antonio.
Okay.
So
it's not like an online course. You have to physically be here.
Not yet, but we would love to, as Cafe Commerce is about accessibility, we would love to expand the accessibility of this program, because what it can mean to some people it is super valuable.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you'll hear from other people about how valuable it is, or
Can you tell us what the whole program entails, what they go through, and how long it takes?
Yeah, so we originally started, I think it was 12 weeks, but we kind of distilled it down to about 8. Although we're, it's always iterating, so we might go back to so let's just call it 10, right? So in that 10 weeks, they go through a program laid out of everything starting from idea refinement through accounting, marketing, legal, and other considerations such as insurance, or how to do the actual operations on site. And then so that's kind of the business 101. And then I like to say that we get into a little bit more of the widgets of the specific program. So for our program with beverage makers and sellers, we tried to use a lot of people that were currently doing it successfully in the industry. So we brought in people that were distilling in San Antonio. We brought in people that own coffee shops in San Antonio to help better relate the messages. So it's part theory and part action of actual people going through it. All of our programs, or actually all of the sessions, are run by mentors themselves. And so some of the top mentors we have, one of them is Jody Newman. She owns the Friendly Spot, Hills and Dales Ice House, B&D Ice House, a couple other places. But we also have a number of other fantastic people that come in. Even the accountant used to run a restaurant, used to have an ownership stake in a restaurant. So everybody understands it inherently, and they're providing you what they know, what they've seen, and how it works. And so that's how.
It seems to me that this whole program fosters a sense of community in what could be a very competitive market. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that with the business owners, that it's actually more of a community sense?
Exactly, and so that's really what we've wanted to develop is this idea of a connected culinary community. It's not, hey, we're doing the same thing, therefore we're in competition, I don't want you to succeed.
Right.
It should be we all was it rising tides raise all ships, or raise all boats? That's what we want to do here is help people understand that you actually win together. One, I mentioned Jody Newman. She owns the Friendly Spot. There was a lovely lady that went through our program that wanted to open up the best craft beer bar in Southtown. That did not dissuade Jody Newman from helping that person, because if that bar was doing well, even though they would have been 2 blocks from each other, it would have helped everybody in the neighborhood because there would have been more business there.
That's so great. Well, we'll be right back with Ryan. If you want to get in touch with Ryan, you can call 210-802-1504. Or you can check out breakfastlaunch.com. I'm going to talk to you about that name in just a minute because it's brilliant. We'll be right back after this week's edition with Mortgage Matters with our buddy Trevor Morton. Stay tuned.